Of business owners want to make a decision whether or not they should run an SEO campaign before engaging with an SEO agency, and that's exactly what this video is here for today. It's going to help educate you on how to make a decision whether or not running an SEO campaign will be profitable and worth it for your business. Now, not all businesses will benefit equally from SEO. That's very important to highlight. For example, if you're a car insurance broker, it's going to be quite difficult for you to rank first for car insurance because of the amount of competition there is and the amount of money that those people put into their SEO campaigns. Now, there's a lot of different reasons why it will be harder for them, but that's not the main point of the video. The main point of the video is for us to work out if it's a good idea for you to run an SEO campaign. Now, if you're a local service provider, you might offer accounting services locally in your area, then it's more than likely that running an SEO campaign will be profitable and will be worth it if it's executed properly. But this video is going to demonstrate and show you exactly how to come up with this. Now, what's quite important to mention is that if your keywords, if the keywords that you want to rank for on Google have low search demand, then it's not going to be worth you exploring an SEO campaign. If it's incredibly difficult for those keywords to rank, then it's not going to be worth running an SEO campaign. If there's a lot of competition in that space and it's full of competitors creating really in-depth pieces of content and overall that's boosting the keyword difficulty up, then it's not going to be worth exploring. And also, if you have incredibly low profit margins, it's not going to be worth exploring, because what you're going to have to do is invest into SEO as a campaign and you're not going to be seeing results very quickly. And this leads me on to the main problems that business owners typically have with running an SEO campaign. They typically have a limited budget. They need to get wins very, very quickly so they can justify the investment. They're probably frustrated with ex-SEO agencies or marketing agencies which let them down, didn't deliver what they said they was going to deliver, or their strategy was wrong. And they also have a very difficult time measuring if it's actually working or not. Now, the way to measure if it's working or not is through a product that we supply at Global Exposure, which is basically called in-depth conversion tracking. And what this allows us to do is measure which keywords are driving your website qualified inquiries and phone calls. That's the information that you need in order to make your marketing decisions. What keyword is generating me my unqualified leads and what ones are generating me my qualified leads. And at that point, then you can make a decision on how much money you put into each keyword. And that is what will make your campaign successful. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to evaluate a few things on SEMrush. We're going to go through the search volume, so how many people are searching for a keyword, what the difficulty of that looks like, so how hard is it going to be to realistically capture that keyword, what is the intention behind the keyword, and what is the cost per click in case you wanted to run any ad campaigns or anything like that. So for this purpose of the video, I'm going to do a couple of examples. I'm going to do a local small business example, and then I'm going to do more of a national example, like a SaaS product. So we'll start off with the SaaS product. If I type in compliance software, and I go on to SEMrush and I press search. And by the way, guys, SEMrush is an SEO tool. Now, there's loads of these SEO tools online that you can get access to. Typically, they do cost, but you will be able to do a number of free searches before they try to charge you. So I would advise looking at SEMrush. There is another one called Ubersuggest, and there's plenty of others in the industry that you can take a look at. But for this instance, I'm going to be looking at SEMrush. So I've just typed in the keyword compliance software. Now I can see here it gets 390 searches a month, which is not too bad for volume wise. However, we would ideally want something a little bit higher than that. The keyword difficulty is about 28%, which is quite good. That means that it's quite easy to rank for this keyword. There's about 7,500 people worldwide that are searching for this keyword. 1,600 in the US, 390 in the UK. So we're kind of second biggest there. It's a commercial intention, which means that people are looking to investigate the service or they're looking to purchase potentially. And the CPC cost is £8.94, which is quite expensive. I mean, if we have a look at an average conversion rate, which is probably 2 to 5%, we'll say 5%. If you wanted to get 100 clicks onto your website, it's going to cost you £894. And at a 5% conversion rate, you're going to be looking at getting 5 inquiries. And an inquiry doesn't always mean a sale. You obviously have a sales conversion rate inside of your business, which is important that you bear in mind as well when you look at these numbers. You can also see a slight trend here to see how popular this keyword is. And from this view, you can make a decision whether or not this is a good keyword to go after. If it was down to me for my professional recommendation, I probably wouldn't run a Google ad campaign on this keyword because it looked quite expensive for me to do so. I would probably run an SEO campaign on this keyword, and I would start to build content around all of these different questions here that are labeled out. I'd also use a pillar page. I'd have a main parent page called compliance software, and within that I would have all of these sub areas to create different pillars which support that. So this is, like I said, a SaaS kind of keyword, software as a service keyword, which is national. Now there's probably going to be some more longer tail keywords. So if I was to type in AI compliance software, it's probably going to have much less search volume attached to this. And as you can see here, it's getting 20 searches a month. However, the CPC cost is £9.38, which would probably tell me that this keyword is a good keyword to have because people are bidding a lot for it, which means that either they're being silly with their budget or it's actually generating them results. Now, for this keyword, it would probably be quite hard to rank for, but probably not much harder than the other keyword that we just looked at. So running the keyword research can give you a good indication of if it's actually worth you ranking for these keywords. Now let's type in something more local. So if I type in accountants, Milton Keynes, we can see here we've got 320 searches a month. Now this for a local keyword is quite good. I mean, this is just Milton Keynes, so if you're a local provider and you're looking at running an SEO campaign, then this would definitely be a good angle for you to go down. 28% keyword difficulty, quite easy to rank for. There's high searches. It's a fairly nice keyword. It's exactly the service, the provider, and exactly the location that you would ideally like to rank for. And we can see some other keywords down here as well. So this is the information that you would use in order to make your decision on whether or not you would like to run an SEO campaign. Now, typically, if the keyword difficulty is low, if the volume is high, and the CPC cost is about average, then this would look like a good keyword to potentially target. And also, it would look like there could potentially be some benefit in running an SEO campaign. Now, I've put together a bit of a graph here with the help of ChatGPT, just to try and lay something out. So what we're going to look at here is how many inquiries or phone calls you could actually receive from a keyword. Now, let's say we've done a bit of research. There's 10,000 people searching for that keyword. And just to put things into perspective, I mean, if we look at the keyword such as car insurance, I mean, that is getting 673,000 searches every month. So that should put it into perspective that there are keywords out there that exist that can be extremely good for search volume. So let's say we picked a keyword, it's got 10,000 searches a month. Our click-through rate is 30%, meaning that we're getting about 3,000 clicks onto our website from ranking first on Google for that keyword. Now, if our conversion rate is 5%, now an average is between 2 and 5%, top performing websites about 10%. So 5% is a good average. You would expect to get approximately 150 inquiries or phone calls a month. Now, if your actual conversion rate in your business is 30%, or let's just say it's a third, then that could be 50 extra clients or 50 extra projects a month for you to work on. So that should hopefully put things into perspective for you. But if you're still not sure on whether or not you should explore an SEO campaign for your business, then please click the link in this post and I would love to assist you further.